Known Brian since 2000, and when he signed a contract around 2003, we lost contact. And here I am in Texas around 2008. I get a phone call out of the blue from Carlucci. He's like, "Rory, is that you?" "That's me, Carlucci." And we had been talking ever since. Brian was a very loyal friend, very frustrating friend, but a friend nonetheless. He would do anything for you, anything within his power, he would do for you. For instance, when the Ultimate Warrior died, he knew how big of a fan I was. He sent those two pictures to me, and now here they are on my wall. When he was down on his luck, he didn't want a handout. He wanted to earn whatever you give him. So I thought of a way. I would send him money from time to time to help him out. So way before there was ever a WWE network, Carlucci, there was the Carlucci network. I said, "Hey, Carlucci, make a copy of all the Saturday night main events, and I'll send you some money." So I sent him a certain amount of money, and he opened up the Carlucci vault and recorded all the Saturday night main events. And then I would order Starcades, Clash of Champions, and on and on and on. We had that thing going for a while. And then, even on my birthdays, Carlucci would want to know what specific footage I liked or what I would like to get. And around my birthday would come a package that said Fragile. And it'd say Brian Danovich, and it'd be from Belmore, New York. And the great thing about all these DVDs is every one of them is handwritten with what's on the DVDs. And I probably have about 30 DVDs from him now with all the handwritten notes. You know, I'll treasure those forever. Let me think. God. Other thing about Brian, he was always a phone call away. Whether it be coming back from my shows at 2 o'clock in the morning, or when I would bake at Panera Bread, I would work from 10 p.m. till 7 a.m. And a lot of times I'd go in right from my wrestling shows to work, and I'd give Carlucci a call, and I'd put him on speakerphone, and I'd talk wrestling with him all night while I was at work. And that was the great thing about Brian, is we could always talk wrestling business, we could talk women, or just our lives, and you know how pissed off we weren't in WWE, or we wish there was the territories. We'd be hitting up all the territories, every promotion. We would book angles, and Brian just had a lot of bad luck with injuries, and I believe he was brokenhearted, and it was something he was never able to get over. Ever since he was a little boy, he wanted to be with WWE, and he was so close. He did get the contract, but it just didn't work out. And that was another thing about Brian. No matter how miserable he was in his life, he would always try to help out his close friends. And that's something I'll never forget. No matter how miserable he was, he would always worry about how you're doing, what's going on in your life. So Brian, I just want to say thank you for being my friend for all those years, for being there when there were several very embarrassing things that happened to me in professional wrestling. And Brian was there to answer the phone and talk me through it and say everything's going to be all right. I'm going to miss those phone calls. Even those annoying ones where you would Facebook Messenger me all these 1-minute audio clips. He did one time like 20 in a row because he had the greatest wrestling angle. It's going to be great, bro. Yeah. I'm going to miss all those phone calls. And there's a saying in professional wrestling. You can count your real friends in professional wrestling on one hand and still have fingers available. Well, in my life, it's like that for me. As far as real friends go, I can count them on one hand and still have fingers left. Well, I lost one of those friends this past week. So Brian, thank you for always being there. I'll never forget you. And I hope you're finally pain-free and you're wrestling up in the big ring in the sky. Goodbye.